Gemini, hi you guys, welcome in. This is going to be your reading for September. Long time due, I know. I have a little background noise, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm coming to you live, so I hope it's not too much of a disruption. I am so happy to be here to do this reading finally, to see what is in the cards for Gemini. Now, this reading, as you all know, is general, so take what resonates. And don't try to fit yourself into any of my readings. It's perfectly fine if you are not, if this is not your energy, your situation, then you can always, take some of it. You can always watch other readers, find other messages in other of my videos. So let's see. Gemini, if you're watching this live, please click that like button. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Patricia Cristina. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do that and click the bell for notifications. Now I'm using the illuminated tarot cards. See what comes up for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. 9 of Wands, first card out. And these cards are so cool. Some of them depict not only the minor arcana, but they mesh the major arcana with the minor. Okay, so with the 9 of Wands, there is this message of perseverance for Gemini. Okay, so it seems like you've been going through a lot. Okay, there's been a period of time where you've been going through a lot, but this is a time to look at how far you've come. Okay, with the 9 of Wands, there's also a tendency to feel like you want to give up, like you're tired, you're weary, you are just not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. But this is a card of strength. Okay, so it's telling you to keep going. Now let's see what else comes up for you, Gemini. I'm going to be pulling clarifiers for this as well. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you for being here live. You can chat all you want to. Super chat is open. You can also find all the information you need in the description box below the video. Okay. 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. I believe it's in the reverse, so this is awesome. Okay, this is saying that, you fought so hard for so long to have a certain amount of stability, to feel the safety in your relationship, okay? Because this is something that is either you're married, you're in a committed relationship, but it's been a little bit of an uphill battle here. Maybe because relationships are not conventional, they're not labeled, but there is an amount of commitment here with the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Now, with this is saying to me that also money is very well aspected. Now, you could be a little bit, have a little bit of hesitation, feeling like, why does everything have to be so hard? Thank you for being here. Hi, I welcome you. Why does everything have to be a struggle? Why does everything have to be so hard? But the reward is so worth it. And when you have the 5 of Wands in the reverse, this is excellent because it's saying that that fight, that struggle, you're moving away from that. Okay, now it's like about being able to be in the same wavelength. Okay, if you were fighting, competing, having people that were naysaying you, that were putting up a fight, power struggles and all of this is dissipating now. So I love this for you, Gemini. I love it that it has the two faces like this. Also, it's a very Gemini thing, even though it's not the Lover's card. With it in reverse, it's like we're breaking some sort of chains that we had holding us back. Okay, so you're being able to see eye to eye with people that you've been either in business with, that are in your family, that struggle and that upheaval and that feeling of wanting to give up. There's going to be some sort of really good reward, and there's going to be some sort of peace that is going to come through for you. I know that you would like to ask a question right now, but this is a reading, a monthly reading for Gemini. I would be glad to answer any questions. You can email me. You can book a private reading as well. Okay, so it seems like you were waiting for some sort of message here. Some sort of message. You were waiting for somebody to make a move when it comes to love here, because we have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So it seems like this is what it seems like to me. Like you've been in this relationship for quite a bit of time. Okay, you've been investing time, effort, nurturing this relationship, waiting for an offer, waiting for somebody to really open up their feelings. But there's been walls that have been put up with that Nine of Wands, okay? Now let's see what comes up with this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, you're getting a bunch of cards at the same time. Okay, so with the Ten of Pentacles, it's time to get real. It's time to have an honest conversation and to really make some plans here. It's time to make a decision. Do we want to go in the same direction, okay? For some of you, this could be, you could have a relationship that has been at a distance, okay? You could be planning a trip. You've been planning it for some time, maybe, and it hasn't happened yet. Now with the Ace of Swords, it's like you get another opportunity, but it's like with the Ace of Swords, you really need to cut down to the details here. Like, what is it that's going on? And see if you're going to be in the same track with this person, okay? If it's in business, it's looking fantastic because it says that you're going to be getting new ideas. You're going to get almost like a sort of divine intervention when it comes to work. And you could be working internationally, okay, or having to choose to go into either another career or something that is going to be more financially rewarding. Now, you also have the Queen of Cups that came out here for the Ten of Pentacles. And what this tells me is that somebody is definitely waiting for that offer. You see how the Knight is coming to offer, but it seems like your feelings are already mature, okay? So it could be that you or the other person have been in relationships before, have been through a lot, and you're afraid that things are going to repeat. But there is a sort of needing to get real, to lay out the truth, okay? So say what you need to say, put all your cards on the table. When it comes to business, this is about following your heart and your intuition when you go into anything that needs you or requires you to make some sort of decision here. But there's a victory. I love it with the Ace of Swords. Now the Five of, okay. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Whatever was the holdup here with this Five of Wands where you weren't seeing eye to eye with someone. It wasn't like you weren't coming to some sort of agreement. Now things are shifting. They're shifting in your favor. If you were feeling unlucky, you were feeling like things are just staying the same, well, things are going to start moving now in September. This is very, very good. This is changes that are part of destiny. Okay. When the Wheel of Fortune shows up, is energy moving you closer to where you need to be, to where you're meant to be. Okay. Good. So let's pick some more cards here for you, Gemini. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. And not only in this deck is it the Wheel of Fortune, it's the 10 of Cups. So there is going to be something very happy happening here September, October. Okay. I don't know if you're planning some sort of romantic getaway or what it is. Whatever the immense amount of happiness that the 10 of Cups brings with the Wheel of Fortune, whatever that is to you, there's something here that is going to come to fruition for you, and it's going to bring you so much joy. These changes that are happening are good. They're freeing us from something that was keeping us scared, that was keeping us in some sort of fear. But these changes with the Wheel of Fortune are really, really good with that 10 of Cups there. There's going to be love, happiness, good fortune when it comes to work. When you just surrender, I feel like there's some sort of surrendering that needs to happen here. And when I say surrender, it's surrender to the divine, surrender to the changes. Okay, trust in the higher power, trust in the universe. Gemini, September. Let's see what else we have. And it's the number 10. You have the number 10 all over this reading. You have the 10 of Pentacles. You know, you have the Wheel of Fortune twice, the 10 of Cups. So good. Something is reaching a point of culmination here. Let's see, Gemini. The Three of Swords, but it's showing up in the reverse. Yes. Love it. So when the Three of Swords shows up in the reverse, you can see this illumination. And what this is telling me is that something that could have been very painful is now being released. Some sort of karma, some sort of difficult situation that was very hard and painful to face. The feeling of not being able to be free in your love. For some reason, I get that there is something here that was keeping you. It was keeping you with I don't know. It was like a block or a wall that was happening here. And it could have had something to do with outside influences in the relationship, you know, family members, not necessarily a third party, okay? Not necessarily that somebody had a lover or anything like that, but whatever this pain was is now going to be released with this amount of bliss and changes that are going on that are in your highest good. Okay. Five of Swords, Knight of Swords. Wow. Five of Pentacles and Five of Cups. Are you kidding me? All the fives. Look at this. Almost all the fives, because you have the Five of Wands over here in the reverse. So that's saying that we're getting out of situations where we don't agree. Okay. Whoa, this is heavy. So on the 10 of Cups, and I almost feel like this is the clarifier to that 3 of Swords in the reverse. It's like where there's been conflict, even mind games, manipulation to speed things up, you know, there's been a lot of feelings of loneliness, rejection, not being able to see things clearly. And with all these cards, the message here is that there's a need to refocus and really focus on all the things that are going right, not on any sort of lack or limitation or anything that will bring you happiness that has to do with anything outside of you. Okay. Wow, that was loaded. Okay, so twist of fate here. But see, this is what I'm saying. Look, with the 3 of Swords in the reverse, there's the 10 of Pentacles once again, Gemini. There is no need for you to be so worried, so bogged down by fear. I feel like there is some sort of purging that needs to happen here from situations past. And this could be for you, for people that you are in relationships with, bad deals at work. Because to me, this 3 of Swords in the reverse, it's like the Ace of Swords. Okay, it's like we get to release that pain and that hurt and then relish on the good things. Once we do that, once we purge the hurt feelings and the sadness and the heartbreak, we can really open up ourselves again to receive and leave all this craziness behind. Look at all these 5s. It's like major changes. But when I get the Knight of Swords right here, it could be changes that are happening mighty quickly. But it could also be the trying to manipulate the timing of things and controlling how things unfold. And there's no way that we could do that. Okay. So I love it that everybody is participating in this chat. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of your comments. I'm so glad that you are getting something from these messages. Let's look at the bottoms of the deck. 2 of Wands again, my loves. You had the 2 of Wands here at the beginning of the reading. So there is some long-term planning, some really honest conversations about how we want to continue, what we want our focus to be on as we move forward, okay? Because the 2 of Wands is about planning for the future. It's about mapping it out, setting new goals. You know, it's about really having so much possibilities in your hands and using your creativity. But here you see two people sharing a passionate conversation. And this could be you planning with someone, with a partner, with somebody that you love, or setting some new goals when it comes to your work, your money making, which looks fantastic, by the way. And at the bottom of the clarifying deck, we have the Lovers. And look at this, Gemini. Here you go. Look at these cards, you know, before you were asleep. Look at these 2 lovers here sleeping. That fire trying to wake them up so you can break the chains from that 5 of Wands not being able to agree on a thing. Well, now it's like coming to a place of agreement and making choices when it comes to love and sharing in that really beautiful connection and having reasons to celebrate. Okay. So this is going to be unfolding as we head into the month of October. Okay, because you have the number 10 all over your reading. So there's something here with that numerology. Things are reaching a point of culmination. It's like if you've been in relationships for a long time, it's time to talk and talk about the direction that we're taking and really come to a place where you can be on the same page with someone. Okay. So really nice. Money's looking good. I do feel like some of you could be questioning certain things, your own sense of worth, or the people around you. Okay. There's a tendency here to want to react and be reactive. Um, if anything is triggering to you, try to stop. I know that it's difficult for you, Gemini, but try to stop and think, why is that coming up for you? There is a wound there and something needs to be addressed, okay? But it's looking really good coming into October. I think that there's going to be some sort of twist of fate here, honest conversations, being in the same wavelength with someone again. And this could be at work or in love because we have a lot of commitment cards here. Okay, and you get the card of chaos and conflict. A lot of them came out too, but that's the one that is for you. It came out just like this, and it's the number 33, and I love that number. It's a number of ascended masters and angels and ancestors being there present for you. Okay, so this card of chaos and conflict, I feel like this has to do a lot with the changes that are coming up for you. Okay, and the things that we need to move away from. This looks pretty chaotic right here when you look at this. And all of them fives of, all of them numbers of challenge, okay? Now, let's look in the book. I'm going to read a little excerpt of it just so that you have a little bit more of a precise message. Thank you guys for all the beautiful messages. I'm so glad that you joined. And, I love to hear from you guys. I love to see what you have to say. So it says, disarray. It says disarray, being at cross purposes with another. You see, this is what I was saying. There is something here as we start this reading that shifts from September. The energy shifts completely when we go into October because there's chaos right now because we don't feel like somebody can really come to an agreement with us. Like somebody can see things from our point of view. So you could be having a little bit of trouble, maybe, coming to agreement with people at work, a loved one. It says that the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. So somebody could like the drama here. And, all these fives right here prove that because there's the mind games, the manipulation that comes with the Five of Swords. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere. Okay, so it says, consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. So this is how we start this reading. We start in this Nine of Wands energy, which is that coming out of a chaotic situation and feeling like, could this really be, did I really go through all of that? But it says that scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself that you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourselves. Wow, with the Wheel of Fortune, there is a sort of reinvention here happening for you. It says, look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. I told you the reactivity, the triggering. This is a time to understand rather than be understood. Okay, Gemini. So I hope this message serves you well. This has been sort of a complicated reading because it started a little bit rough there, but it's looking like things are going to unfold very beautifully in your favor as you reach a period of more acceptance and understanding for the month of October, okay? And this is going to reach a point of culmination, okay? Things are going to come into a change. All right, Gemini. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I send you so much fearless light and love as always. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and anything you need will be in the box below this video. Take care, and I'll see you soon.